Hello guys, today is my spring Lush try-on haul. I thought instead of sitting here and chatting at you and talking at you about why I bought these products, I would take you through and show you me using them for the first time and then also give my first impression. They released a ton of new products for Mother's Day and Easter, but they also have come out with a lot of new skincare, specifically in the naked packaging or no packaging, and that's the bulk of my purchase. If you love Lush or hauls in general, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want another video to watch, I also have my fall Lush haul linked down below. So let's go ahead and see what I got. I'm going to start with skincare, but there's two things I want to mention first. One of them I kind of hinted at on Instagram. In the month of April, the entire month, I will only be using Lush skincare, which is a very big deal for me because right now I use a ton of different brands and most of them are higher performing and more expensive. So I'm curious to see what will happen. And then number two is that I also used to work for Lush. I am such a Lushie. You could find me lurking in the forums. They had a whole online forum and I was a part of that, but I used to work for them, but it has been about 10 years. So some of these products, I think two of them I have used before, but it has been a while. My skin is different. It's always been dry, but my needs have changed. I definitely have more fine lines, pores, texture, issues that I didn't have 10 years ago. So I'm curious to see what will happen over the course of this month, and I will definitely be reporting back in the beginning of May, of course. I'm going to start with the Sleepy Face Naked Cleanser. It's going to be a little awkward because I can't hold everything. They will melt. I have these in a tin, a Lush tin. I have 3 of them. 2 of them I purchased for this and 1 of them I already had. So this is the Sleepy Face face cleanser. I keep wanting to say baby face because they used to have a product that looked exactly like this. It was just twice the size. I don't know if the price changed or not. These were like $4. I don't have the prices for everything. You can find that on their website, lushusa.com. I did not write down the prices, but I want to say they were like $4.95, and maybe the baby face was more expensive. I just can't remember. So I bought 2 because I wasn't sure how long they would last me. I wear makeup every day, and that's exactly what this is. The baby face cleanser was my first ever experience with doing like a double cleanse. So there is no foaming action. You put them on the skin, you swipe them all around, and glide your fingers across their butter, so they do glide really easily over the eyes, everything. They don't irritate. I don't find them to irritate my eyes. And then you just add water and rinse them away. And they do really remove, in my experience. The only thing that these don't remove is my lash glue. That's not uncommon. Nothing really removes it. It's the House of Lash glue. I can't say that. House of lash glue, and it is such a bitch to remove. Nothing takes that off. So I didn't expect these to do that. But otherwise, I do really like them if you like a good gentle cleanse, and also too just them being in this form, the solid form. They do travel really well, I would expect. So definitely would recommend them. You just want to keep them out of the heat or anything too hot or humid because it will definitely melt. So along with the Sleepy Face Naked Cleanser, I bought 2 other face cleansers because I wasn't sure how my skin was going to react. One of them is scrubby, so I wanted to get this one as well. I actually used to use this, and it's made specifically for redness and sensitive skin, and just because I'm using all new skincare, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So this one is called Aqua Marina. It is pink. It has calamine in it, so it's very gentle. When I used to work there, we actually used to get Aqua Marina sent to us in a big roll, as well as some of the other ones. Angels on Bare Skin, Dark Angels was another, and they were all sent to us in this big roll, and we cut it down and weighed it and measured it out and put it into these tubs. So now it comes pre-packaged. And from what I remember, it actually used to have a lot more seaweed in it. Maybe it's just the one I got here. Maybe it's down at the bottom, but I don't really see any seaweed. Maybe a couple little bits here and there, but it is mostly the calamine. So you pinch some of this off, you put it into your hand and mix it with some water. It's not going to foam up at all, but it does leave the skin feeling cleansed, but I would say not parched. My skin is pretty dry, and I tend to know right away if I'm not gonna like a cleanser because it just feels like all the moisture is sucked out of it. So this doesn't do that. As far as purchasing it again outside of doing this, I probably won't, just because it's been 8 years since I worked for Lush and I never repurchased it. I just like to try new things. But if you do want a nice gentle cleanser that doesn't set up, if that sounds irritating to you, or if you have sensitive skin, then you would probably like this one. I do think it's very gentle and it is effective. It just takes a little bit of getting used to because of the texture. This next one, oh my god, I was so excited for this. This is Let the Good Times Roll. I bought this specifically because Jay Kissa told me to. I listened to her and I had to buy it. She didn't tell me personally. She just raved about it in a video. I wish she told me personally. She seems really cool. So it looks like Play-Doh. but it smells like Captain Crunch Berries. That's exactly what it reminds me of. I have fallen in love with this. Out of all the products, this is the one I really like. Inside, it looks, like I said, it looks like Play-Doh, but it has little scrubby bits. It comes from maize flour that's in there. It also has cornmeal, and then it also has a little bit of cinnamon, so it feels really good on the skin. I bought this plus the Aqua Marina because I wasn't sure how scrubby this was going to be, and I thought it might be too much, but it's actually very gentle. I do think this is the kind of scrub that I could use every day if I wanted to, so yes, I have been loving this one. As far as I can remember, Lush has always had 3 different toners. They have had toner tabs. They're all about the naked packaging, and you put those into water, they dissolve, and then let the steam come up and absorb into your skin. I have used this before, and they do feel nice, but as far as the bottled toners, they've always had this one, Breath of Fresh Air, which is more for like normal to combo skin type, and they also have one, I think it's called Tea Tree Spray, that's more for like oily or acne prone skin, but this one is for sensitive, dry, mature skin types. It's a rose floral kind of toner. It also has lavender in it. That's the scent of it. And I feel like it's just like all the other hydrating sprays, the rose hydration sprays. They all kind of feel the same, but I do still really like it. And I have in fact purchased this once or twice since I work there. So I do really enjoy this one. Next, I have the solid serums, and I have 2 of the same one. One of them I purchased before starting this challenge, if you will, and the other one I bought because I didn't want to run out during the month of April. But this is the Full of Grace Serum. I just realized this is something else I bought initially because Jay Kissa told me to. I know she likes to use this underneath the mask. She said it gives hydration to the skin and helps the mask absorb better into her skin, but I've been using this just like a normal serum, even before doing this whole Lush for 31 days, 30 days in April. I can't remember how many days there are right now. Before doing that, I was already using it underneath other moisturizers, and I find that it doesn't compete. And my concern was that it was maybe going to be too heavy, and I haven't found that to be the case. There are 2 different butters in there, Maru and Kapuasu. I have to slow that down or I'm gonna mess it up. They also have portobello mushroom in them, which is made to give antioxidants to the skin and also condition. And the scent of it is like slightly floral. It's definitely not overpowering. It's very light, and they have chamomile and rose in them. So yes, I have been enjoying this one as well. So I have 3 different naked facial oils here. These are brand new to Lush, so they're also new to me. They haven't done anything like this before. All their moisturizers come in pots, so this is the first time they've done a solid facial oil, and I definitely had to check them out. I thought it'd be cool to do like all naked for the month of April, or most of them are going to be all naked except for some of the cleansers and the toner. But for the 3, I bought 3 of them because they all have different weights, and they're made for different times of day or for different skin types. This one is the lightest, so I thought it would be nice for morning time. It's called Amazon Primer. I'm not going to hold it too long. It is green from chlorophyllin, so it helps with some redness and irritation. I thought that would be perfect for me. And it kind of smells like a little bit citrusy, which is nice for in the morning too. And I have found that this works just fine for a morning moisturizer. I put it on and I wait about 10 minutes before I put on my makeup, and I've really enjoyed it so far. My hands have been nice and moisturized after doing this. So the next one I want to show is the Argan one. This one has been really great, and I feel like it's kind of been the perfect balance between the other 2 that I'm using. I've been using this at night. I do think it would be a little bit too heavy to put on during day, especially if I was going to put makeup on, but I preferred this texture at night. The butters in here don't feel like too heavy where they're clogging my pores, but they also feel like they give enough moisture to my skin. I'm going to set that down before it melts. It has the Rose Jam fragrance. If you're not familiar, I think that started as a shower gel from Lush, and it's kind of become like a scent family, so you'll see it in other products. They've done a bath bomb as well. I really like that fragrance, and I will say in this one it's not quite as heavy, which is great because I don't want my skincare to smell super strong. It also has vitamin E, prickly pear, and rosehip oil, which all sounded like great ingredients for my skin. Definitely my favorite of the 3. The next one is, it smells delicious, but it's very heavy. It's already melting. It's called Banana Skin, as the name suggests, and you can see it's yellow. It also smells like bananas. It is very heavy, and I've only used that one like once a week because it's just been kind of too much for my skin. I will say for the scent, it's definitely the one that like made me want to start trying these solid oils, though. I was like, bananas, I want to smell like bananas. The scent wise, Lush does use some synthetic fragrances, if you didn't know. I will say the scent smells more like an authentic, real banana versus like a fake or chemical scent. So I have enjoyed that. It's just been a little bit too heavy for me. I have a few more items here, but the last thing I purchased in the skincare category is the Birth of Venus Jelly Face Mask. I have used all of their fresh face masks at one point, the ones they keep in the fridge. These, however, the jelly face masks are kind of new. I want to say they've been out for about a year. I have also used Just to Clarify, which is papaya and has some exfoliating properties to it. This, however, has none. It's all for hydration and moisture. This feels so good on the skin. I know it looks like it's going to be kind of funny to use with that jelly texture. It's a lot easier to use than it looks like. You want to get it to a nice consistency that it will spread on the skin. It says on the package to leave it for 10 minutes. I definitely left mine on for 40 minutes and it didn't irritate my skin. So I look forward to using this during the entire month of April and reporting back on my findings, because right now I do really like it. This next one's kind of random, but I've been wanting to try it for a while. Not new to Lush, just new to me. This is the Creme de Menthe mouthwash tabs. They also have something called toothy tabs, which are like solid toothpaste, where this is like solid mouthwash. You take one out, put it in your mouth and bite down. Take a sip of water and swish around just like you would a normal mouthwash. So there's not too much to say about them. I will say I like the flavor. It's not super strong where, like, you know how like Listerine kind of burns your eyes? It's not that strong, but strong enough that it does give you fresh breath. They also are sweetened with stevia, just to note. But yeah, I really like this. I thought this would be cool for the purse, or maybe when I travel and I wanted to pick these up, and so far I am enjoying these. The next thing I used was the Damaged Solid Hair Treatment. This is the first time I've done one of their solid hair treatments. I'm very used to the ones that come in pots, just like this one. Marilyn was the one I always used to use. It was when I had yellow hair and it was for blondes and it was made to brighten, so I really like that one. It was really just the name why I wanted to use that one. But for this one, it is made for damaged hair, so it's very nourishing. It has avocado oil in there, almond oil, as well as extra virgin olive oil, and it is a butter that you melt down from a stick and you add boiling water to it. You want to be careful, of course, you don't want to burn yourself, but you also want to be careful not to add too much water at once or it will be runny. So you mix it up so it's kind of like a pudding or custardy kind of consistency. You want it to be thick enough that you can spread it onto your hair easily. It does go on dry hair, and then you just shampoo it out after 20 minutes. As far as purchasing this again, I probably won't, just because it has SLS in it. I tend to avoid a lot of Lush products just because they do have that SLS. It is like a sudsing kind of agent, but it also tends to fade your hair color, so I usually avoid it. But I thought it would be fun to try it out this one time, and I did, and I liked it. It definitely made my hair feel silky, but I probably wouldn't do it again. The last three items are all body and bath kind of products, and they are all new. So this is the Avocado Wash Shower Gel. I knew I had to have this right when I saw it because it has real avocado, and I know that's very nourishing for the skin. I love me some avocado. I love guacamole, and I had to have this one. It smells like avocado co-wash. If you don't know what that is one of their solid co-washes, and it's kind of like a citrusy but like dirty scent. It's the only way I know how to describe it, but it's a good kind of dirty. It's earthy, and I really do like the scent. And as far as how it feels on the skin, it doesn't feel stripped. It does lather a little bit. It's not like a ton of foaming action, but it's enough that I don't feel stripped. And it's moisturizing, but not so moisturizing that it leaves like an oily kind of residue on my skin, which I don't mind. I like oil, so I don't care about an oily residue, but this is just moisturizing enough that your skin's not going to feel parched after using it. Happy I picked this one up. I also got the American Pie body conditioner. Like I said before, I used to use their hair care, and they have a hair conditioner called American Cream. I can't remember exactly what hair type it's for, but I used to use it, and I love the smell. It's like a vanilla strawberry scent, and I stopped using it because of that SLS in there. So this has the same scent. I'm so happy they did this. A body conditioner is kind of like an in-shower lotion. So you put on your soap, lather up, rinse off, and then you add this on. So this is not going to lather. It is just a cream. Add this to your skin, and you rinse it off before you get out of the shower and just towel dry. And it's supposed to be a lotion while you're inside the bath or shower, so it kind of saves you some time. I will say I tried this twice now, and both times I still felt like my skin was a little dry afterwards, like my knees and elbows especially, and in the morning it confirmed that I definitely got a little bit scaly looking. So I would say if you're dry like me, you probably do need lotion still, but I'm really just purchasing it and using it for the scent, so I'm happy I did still, but it's not like super moisturizing where I don't need that lotion anymore. The last thing I got was the Blue Cream Egg Bubbleroon. This is limited edition for Easter, and although I'm not usually a fan of this kind of scent, I wanted one of the limited edition products from Easter. So this one is chocolate and mint, and chocolate makes everything okay, I guess, because it ended up not being that bad. I'm usually not a big fan of mint, but this was nice and refreshing. I always split my bubble bars in half just because they are expensive, same as my bath bombs. I don't want to throw $6, $7, $8 down the tub every time I want to take a bath, which is quite often, so I usually split them up. The bubbles were nice here. I am usually not disappointed by any of Lush bath products. I usually love them. And they came out with 50 new bath bombs right after I did this purchase. So I'll be going online soon or visiting the store and checking those out, and I'm going to be broke because I'm going to need so many of them. Anyway, let me know your favorite products from Lush, or if you've tried any of these spring goodies for Easter or Mother's Day, or any of the new skincare goodies. I would love to know what you think of them. Please subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. I thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.